Now let's head over to KRQE morning anchor Elizabeth Alvarez and see what's in today's headlines. Good morning, ma'am.
Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, good morning, Matt and Kristen. Hope you're having a good Tuesday morning so far. Good morning to you at home. This morning, an Albuquerque boy is recovering after falling through the roof of a middle school. The boy, who attends Taft Middle School, and three of his buddies were apparently on top of a different middle school, Taylor Middle School, over off of 4th and Rachitos yesterday afternoon, when the boy fell about 25 feet through a skylight and landed in the gym. He was taken to UNM Hospital. Deputies are still investigating what in the world these boys were up to. So far, no charges have been filed. You know, usually people who get pulled over don't tell cops that they're drunk or on drugs, but apparently that was not the case for one guy in Santa Fe. Now sheriff deputies are waiting for results of a blood test to see exactly what this man was on. Deputies say Luis Lozoya Moya almost sideswiped one of their patrol cars on Airport Road this weekend. That's him. And then they say he told them something that they almost never hear a suspect admit.
Deputies were telling me that you smoked some spice? Yeah? How long ago? 30 minutes ago.
Well, spice is synthetic marijuana that makes people feel and act high. Deputies did a field sobriety test on Moya, and they say he failed it. He was placed under arrest. When the blood test comes back, Moya could face charges of driving under the influence of drugs. One Santa Fe police officer is on desk duty as he continues to be under investigation for something that he's accused of doing while being off duty. Police say Christopher Sandoval got into a dispute outside of Rio Rancho Walgreens Friday afternoon. Police say a man wanted Sandoval to move his car, and things apparently got heated between the two, with Sandoval pointing a weapon at the man. Sandoval is a 4-year veteran of the Santa Fe Police Department. He was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You may notice protesters outside of a restaurant in Albuquerque today. We're talking about a restaurant that it is admitting that it is not paying its workers the new mandated minimum wage. This is interesting. You see, the owner of Route 66 Malt Shop in Nob Hill confirms hourly workers are still making $7.50 an hour, not $8.50. And tipped workers, by the way, are still getting $2.13, not $3.83. He says the higher pay would drive him out of business, and he claims that his workers are okay with making the lower rate.
We had a verbal agreement before the newest minimum wage law went into effect that they would work at whatever wage we hired them at.
So the group called Progress New Mexico is having a protest today. They are actually going to get started around 11:30. They say they're also upset with the city for not enforcing the new rule. If you haven't been to the gas pump lately, get ready for a price shock. According to AAA, the current national average rose to $3.73 for regular, while here in New Mexico, we're paying about $3.36. Fuel up in Santa Fe is $3.29, while gas in Albuquerque is a little less than $3.27, folks. That's almost 40 cents more than what we were paying a month ago. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Lastly, if you are pregnant, health officials in New Mexico are recommending that you get a vaccine against the whooping cough. The new recommendation by the New Mexico Department of Health is intended to prevent the spread of the disease to children who are vulnerable to whooping cough. 874 whooping cough cases were reported to health officials in New Mexico in 2012. That's 3 times more cases than were reported the previous year. And that wraps it up for your Tuesday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13, beginning at 4:30 a.m. Kristen, I can hear you coughing all the way over here.
I know, you guys are
It is
saying
not
I have
whooping cough. I want to
No,
emphasize this for the
Cold.
record. It is not whooping cough.
She's
but it's
recovering
very
from
serious.
that nasty crud that she had a few weeks ago.
The crud is
It
awful.
is going around. The good news about that, though, flu cases are down here in New Mexico and all across the country, too.
Yeah, like to hear that.